Hi guys, this is Cat Talks. This is the place where I talk all about cross-stitching, and this is the start of my vlog for the end of August. Welcome back if you're a returning viewer. Hi if you're new, I'm Kat, so this is my channel. Obviously you clicked on the link, so hopefully you knew that. And I hope you enjoy this video. So these next 2 weeks I'm going to be stitching Stitch What You Want When You Want. That's a long acronym. Some people call it swimming or swimming, I think. I first heard of the acronym on the Rocking Stitches YouTube channel, and I thought, I'm on holiday. I don't need goals or challenges. I just need to stitch what I want. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I hope you enjoy the show. So it is Sunday the 21st. And I had just a little slip up here, just a little new start, because obviously September is approaching and I need to get this done so I can display it on my calendar. I actually had an idea for how I'm going to finish these, so hopefully that will work out. But I need to stitch them all first, so done all the rest of the year, just hitting September now. I don't really like how brown this is, but I suppose we are moving into autumn with September, so. And I'm not really sure why it has a cake. Maybe it's just the season for cake. But I got a start and then I realised that the lighting in the bedroom, which I was stitching in, just wasn't good enough and I was going to give myself a headache, so I stopped for now. But I'll definitely be picking this up again throughout the week, so... Oh well, I say definitely, I hope so. Good morning, you guys. It is Monday morning, bright and early, 8 o'clock. I was going to run. Well, not run. I was going to do some exercise this morning. It wasn't running. It was a Nintendo Switch's Ring Fit. If you've seen the plastic ring that you squeeze in and out. But my Switch controller isn't working, can you see? And that's how it tells you where your legs are. So you can't play the game without that. I don't know what's happening with it. So I've plugged it back in and I'm gonna give it back to my partner to try and fix it. And until then, I'm gonna be cross-stitching. I'm a little bit worried about the fish tank. It looks a bit smoky. I'm hoping it's just overgrown moss. I can't see anything that's dead and the filter's still going, so I will be giving it a bit of a look-see later, trimming the moss, and yeah, but all of the shrimps look really happy. Hi, and this is where I got up to on the Amazing Animal Kingdom yesterday. As you can see, I've started the book and the tree's coming in now, and I'm loving this new method. Thank you, Linda, for the suggestion. So the new method is that you take a small block, however big you want. I take a 3 down and 2 across block, so 300 by 200. You stitch all of the stitches in that 300 by 200, then you park in the next block. And you start with the part threads from the bottom, and then what I do, I don't know if this is part of it, but what I do is take the topmost colour, new thread, work it down, and take the top one again, and that's hopefully to hide some of the threads on the back. Once I get to the bottom and come up again, I will hopefully remember to show you what the back looks like versus the actual strict parking, which we did over here. I'm betting this will be tidier, but I think this is so much faster that it doesn't even matter. I'm enjoying it so much more, so. Hi guys, so it is Monday, almost Tuesday, the 23rd of August, and I have done 474 stitches today. Finished off this block of 600. I had to redo this line a couple times first, and also there's a mistake in it, so this line here should actually be here, like the whole line should be moved out, but I decided I didn't care enough to fix it, so I just swapped some lines around. Yeah, I chopped off, when I was chopping off a part thread, when I was chopping off a thread to end, I chopped out the part thread as well, so it didn't go too well for me today, but it looks pretty good now, so fingers crossed I don't cut all of these part threads off next time I come to the piece. Great news, so it looks like my small water change yesterday kind of helped settle the tank, and it's looking so much better today, and the shrimpies seem happy. So I think when I did the water change yesterday, I found a teeny tiny apple bit that must have fallen off when I fed them on Saturday, and I did feed them a little bit long on Saturday. Normally I only feed them for 3 hours, but on Saturday I got distracted in the last hour, and so they actually got fed for about 5 hours in the end, and then with the piece of apple staying in, probably just encouraged a lot of bacteria growth. Now that word is scary for a lot of people, bacteria, but you actually want a lot of bacteria in your tank. because it helps to break down fish waste and turn it into less harmful products, or in this case shrimp waste, because you know there are only shrimp in there. But yeah, so in case you were worried about the shrimp, which I was a lot, they're fine, and don't mind the headband. This is what I wear to keep my hair out of my eyes while I'm stitching. It's not the most attractive look in the world. It's kind of like a pilgrim, I know, but look at all the lines. I'm getting old. My gran reminded me the other day, she was like, so you're not young anymore, you're not even really in your 20s anymore, so what are you going to do with your life? And I was like, don't know, probably cross stitch. But look, I got some stitchy mail from Linda at Linda's 144 Hobbies. This brand new tulip trio. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. It will go really nicely with my 3 white roses. Oh, one of the sausages is attacking. All was well until the sausage nation attacked. Just making some dinner. Diddins. Just gonna have sausage and egg today. Something simple. But I think she also knows that I love collecting these things and they bring me just intense amounts of joy. So thank you. I'm going to pop this in my collection and pour through it every now and then. It is lovely. I really want to do this one because I think it's such a unique framing of the flowers. So I decided to try polymer clay. I think you'll remember I talked about it very briefly before. This is a plant pot with a plant in it. This one is a love heart in blue sparkly polymer clay, and this is a snake, which I made myself with no tutorial. You can't maybe see it. I don't want to pick it up because it's really warm. It just came out of the oven. So I'm going to let them cool off and then hopefully make some earrings or a little charm or something. This is going to be a needle minder. I have a magnet for the bottom of it. It's not a very good plant pot, so probably doesn't deserve a magnet, but hey, it was my first ever thing. And this is my second ever thing. And this is my third ever thing, my snake. My snake was supposed to be a matching love heart, but it became a snake and I loved it so much I gave it eyeballs on it. And a sticky outy tongue. You guys, look at my little snake. Look at his little cute face. He's got eyeballs and everything. I can't believe I made this. I'm very excited. And here's my love heart. Maybe not the best love heart in the world. My little pot. Actually, it does feel a little bit like clay. It's against the fridge. The fridge is a good backdrop for these blue things. Have a wee bit of recycling to take down, so put my comfy socks on with my watermelons. And I'm going to try and carry one of these boxes at a time because I don't think I could carry 2 at once. By the way, hi guys, it's Tuesday. Yesterday I made these polymer clay little doodies into earrings. So we have just the blue heart and then we have the snake with some red chip gemstones. And they are actually earrings. I've worn them. I think I'm going to add a charm to this blue heart because the blue is way too dark to be seen against my hair. I need to go for something a lot lighter next time, I think. But I'm pretty pleased with that for a first attempt. This is the first time I've done my own design. And this was obviously the first time I worked with polymer clay. The first and only tutorial I tried to follow. As I think I said, it's a succulent in a plant pot. But there it is holding my snag nabbit. Been a very crafty couple of days. So it is Wednesday morning. This piece, I think, has kidnapped me, heart and mind. Look at it, that's so good. Little knobbly knees. So you don't know what this is. I'm assuming this is more zebra, but he's got 2 legs going on here. What's this third leg? Is this a third leg? Is my zebra mutated? But they're all sort of squished together, I guess. Maybe it makes more sense when you've got the 4th leg. The head is here, so it's just off the page. But yeah, I haven't stitched on anything but this piece in forever. I'm wondering if I still can. The dramas. Loving it. Loving it. It looks so good. I got some really bad news this morning. It is Friday. So yeah, I might not be doing as many vlogs as I usually do. I don't know. One of my family has been taken to hospital, so yeah, just sort of worrying. So as you can tell, I'm getting very close to my first page finish. This is the page here. So my first page finish will be when I finish this 600 blocks, 20 by 30 block, 600 stitches, and then 2 more rows. But I'm also a human, and as a human, I woke up with a very bad headache this morning. So I'm not going to push working on this, I don't think. I'll work on it here and there, but I'm going to instead pick up my calendar. This is September. It was a freebie from the CrossStitcher magazine. I've forgotten which one. I think it was World of CrossStitch. Could have been CrossStitcher. And I have done all of them except for, obviously, all of them up to date. So it'd be nice to get the finish on this one. And this is where I'm at. This is the top of the roof. And of course it is Saturday the 28th of August. The of course there was of course I need to tell you the date, not of course it's Saturday. Good news is that my family member is doing better in the hospital. They've been transferred to a different ward now. So hopefully they will. That means that they're doing better. So it is Sunday evening, and this is as far as I got with my piece. Loving it still. I did break another needle, so I've moved the entire bag here. And of course I've got one on the go as well, there. But yes, still working away on this one. I do need to put some time into my calendar, into my September piece, because I have agreed to start a new start with one of my friends, Miss T and Stitches, over on Instagram. And this is what I'll be stitching, and she'll be doing a different Mill Hill Halloween piece. So to earn my new start, I have to first finish something. So I need to finish my September calendar as soon as I can stop stitching on this. Another big problem is that we're getting a lot more back into computer games now that my partner is also off work. We play computer games together. Yeah, doing my best to balance my hobbies. But I am really still enjoying working on this. However, I'm looking forward to stitching on some different things. I just can't quite drag myself away from this one yet. I think because I'm so close to a page finish. My first ever page finish is in 2 rows, and my second one is obviously only up here. So I think once I get those page finishes in, I'll feel a lot more comfortable about picking up a different piece. Also, there seems to be a line here, and I don't know why. It could just be like those are the different threads. Hi you guys, it is almost midnight. It is Sunday the 29th of August, and I just had my first page finish. So you see here, this is the page, and it's all done. Yay! Woo! This is page 40, so this bit here. It's all page 40. This is leaking onto page 41. And this is page, oh, I don't know, 27 maybe? Yeah, probably 27, which is my next goal. And if I finish these 2, then I finish 2 pages in a month. But I'm not going to finish these 2 because it's like 2 days. Maybe if I really went at it, how many? Like 100, 300, 500, 700, 900, 1,100, 1,300, 1,500, 1,700 stitches. Like I'd have to do 1,000 a day, but it's not impossible. But I don't think I'm going to be doing it, but it's so close. And I think I get my cheetah head when I finish this page, so I should get my cheetah head at least before the end of the month, maybe. I'm so excited. So this is how far I got. Obviously not that much further, but I filled in a couple bits here. It is Monday morning, 11:30ish. It's my mum's birthday today. So I did a bit more here and here, but we have decided to take a spontaneous trip away to the countryside for the day and, come back tomorrow. So I won't be working on this anymore. So I definitely won't be achieving my 2 page finishes in August, but I'm okay with that. I'd much rather have the freedom to go away. So let me show you how I pack. So I've just got the one overnight bag. I've got painkillers here. Clothes take up most of it. This is socks and 2 pairs of knickers in case something goes wrong, and a pair of slipper socks. Got a top and a jumper for tomorrow. I need to put a pair of jeans in here as well. And then my 2 cross-stitch projects that I'm taking are right at the back, just in case we do get the time to play them, to sit around and do nothing. But we probably won't, because we'll obviously be spending it together, going on walks and cooking and all that jazz. And we're going to take a separate picnic bag full of food for the night. And that's it, and some Coke and stuff as well to drink. But yeah, so I'm trying not to take all of my cross-stitch things, and I'm taking this Elisa piece, which is a walk in Old Park, I think you'll remember. And this is where I'm at. I've added chargers for the electronics, Pringles, and of course, tea bags. That's how you can tell I'm English. We take tea bags everywhere we go. So this was as far as I was able to get in the summer house. Obviously I made a mistake. I put the September one line down, so I added some more grass to make it look good, or at least I think it looks good. But I am missing a few leaves, and that's because I didn't have the call for 740. Didn't have it in my little bag, but I have it stolen from the Amazing Animal Kingdom. So I'm going to be finishing this off today, hopefully, and then I will have earned my September start. Such wonderful colours in the sky, and it was a gift from Linda, so I'm really excited that I can get that started. So yeah, exciting. It's a lot of stitching for one evening, but that's what happens when you're away from home, I guess. You have nothing better to do than stitch. No, we had a really nice time. We went on 2 walks and a little drive, and we watched TV together in the evening, which we never do when we're home, so yeah, it was lovely. Look what I finished! Woo! I'm impressed. I finished this in time. It's only the 31st of August, so it will be ready to go. I'm just doing a thread order. As you may remember, I had about 100 skeins left to order for my Amazing Animal Kingdom, and I told myself if you actually finish a page, you can order the rest. Well, I've finished the page, as you'll recall, so making my order now, which is not cheap, but it's going to be so pretty, so it's worth it, I guess. But yeah, look at my little house. So as you can see, I've been working really hard on this tree, and I'm still amazed. You can even see the cheetah's head coming in now. So I did 630 full stitches today, which is not that bad. And forgot to say that it was Tuesday, the last day of August. So I'm probably going to grab a snack and go to bed, but there is not that much left on this page now. So yeah, I think I could finish that page tomorrow. And then obviously September is kind of autumn, so I should be moving down to these pages. But I think what I'm going to do is actually tear myself physically away from this piece and maybe do some samplers for Sampler September, or possibly, oh gross, there's a bug staring at me. Can you see him? There. He's inside the window though, so we're safe. He really distracted me. To do some samplers, or I've really been missing my dimensions kits, so I might do some dimensions. We'll see. But I can afford a new start now, and so I need to check with Miss T and Stitches when we're going to be starting our pumpkins. Pinch and a punch, it's the 1st of the month. It's September the 1st. It's about 6 p.m, 7 p.m, don't know. And I managed to finish my second page, look. Pew! I did it! 2 page finishes in a month, in almost a month. It was a month and a day. I posted on Instagram and asked if people thought I could finish the page from where I was, and you guys gave me a lot of support. And I did it! I finished it! So I can actually put this away now because I don't have the colours for any of the other pages. So I need to choose something else, obviously. So my focus piece this month from Mania is supposed to be this Mill Hill kit, Make Things Grow by Sticks. And this is where I am so far. So as you can see, I've got a lot to go. Got a lot of brown to go. Oh, can you see? There we go. Some tomatoes. Most of the missing sun is beads, but all of this is stitched, as is the border. The dark brown border is stitched and beads. So I'm supposed to be working on this some. And then of course it's Sampler September. So a lot of people like to work on samplers. So this is a sampler by the Sweetheart Tree called Plumberry Sampler. As you can see, it's got a lot of layers, and I've only done a little bit, a teeny tiny little bit of it right there. So with the sampler, you're supposed to start on the outside and work your way in, so that was unusual. And I actually have another sampler as well. I have Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers, and this is page 1 and page 2. I've just got a little bit more to finish on page 2, and I really enjoy stitching this one. So the blue and the green is all one thread. That's Darling by Mrs. Sader Silks, and then the red and the orange is also Mrs. Sader, and I believe that is called Supernova. And that's my matching needle minder. Just gonna block out the light. Woo. So I'm kind of excited to work on either of these, but first, spooky September stitching. I'm going to start this pumpkin, which was bought for me by Linda at Linda's 144 Hobbies, and I'm very excited about it. This would be my second ever mill hill. Obviously small mill hill, because I just showed you this one. This was my first. I didn't realise it would be quite as big as it was. This is huge. As you can see, it is 7 by 7 inches, full coverage. And then I did my jumper, which is on the fridge and lives there now, even though it's definitely not sweater weather. So this would be my third mill hill start, wherever it's gone. And I think I'm going to start it today. I'm going to check with Miss T and Stitchers and see where we're at. But I think it's going to be a today start, and I'm very excited about it because I love the colours in this. I really do. I think they're gorgeous. All right, so if you have any ideas what I should focus on, let me know, because I certainly don't. But I will try and at least touch this one because it's supposed to be my focus piece. Oh, and also, it's been a very, very exciting day because not only did I get my page finish, I also won an auction on this piece. So this is a Dimensions piece called Garden Fan. This is obviously on my iPad, so not the actual piece. It's got all these butterflies in the centre of the fan here, and then some ladies and some pagoda. And I actually intended on buying this new and spotted the auction for it and was able to get it for less than $25, I think, maybe 30. I don't know what the translation rate is, but yes, I'm thrilled. You know what I'm like for collecting things, so I'm excited. But that's it for now. It's Wednesday. I'm going to sign off, do something useful with my time. Not stitch on this. It's going to be weird not stitching on this. Might sneak in a few stitches here and there, but of course, moving into September, that means that it's no longer summer. It's actually autumn. So I'm going to be starting on the autumn shelf instead of the summer shelf, which is why I don't think I have any of the threads I need. All right, well, I guess you'll find out in a couple of minutes what I decided to stitch on. In case you're wondering, this is how I prepare for my threads after I've sorted them. Can you imagine how many different colours there are? And I take the black first and the white, because obviously they're a bit easier, and then I just go down the chart and take them in order. This one, believe it or not, the top, green. This was called green. So that one confused me for a while, but the rest were fairly easy. I think dark magenta and light magenta were the other two, which took a second. And orange and red, yellow, orange and orange and red. But yeah, these are the colours. So I wasn't going to do an organiser, but because there's so many of them, and I think they'll all get mixed up in the bag if I don't do an organiser, I think I will just do a little credit card sized organiser with 10 to 11 holes in it. So I took some old cardstock remains that I had of this beach, which is lovely. I punched some holes in it. Oh, I semi-glued it to using tape, double-sided rolling tape, to this piece of card, just a red piece of card. And then I wrote numbers on. I probably should have written the numbers on the back instead of ruining this lovely beach scene, but I didn't, so it's too late now. And it is the same size as the Mill Hill advert, so it should fit in the bag. Maybe not with things on. And then I'm just going to go down the floss list and write 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know which colours are which. This is a trick I picked up from Russian Flosstube, but I've never actually tried it, so let's see how it goes. Also, anyone else feel like learning Russian because Russian Flosstube is just full of so many beautiful pieces? Or is it just me? Because every time I look up a Dimensions kit on Flosstube, there's always like a really in-depth retro of someone stitching it, and I'm like, in Russian. And the subtitles are not that good. It's usually like, I loved stitching this piece, it has many legs, and I'm like, you're what now? But yeah, I'm going to start stitching. I think I've marked the middle of my beautiful black porphyro paper. So let's see how it goes. So I just noticed when I moved the Q-snaps for this one, and yes, you caught me, I'm still working on this one, there's a stitch missing here. And when I was securing the threads, if you remember, I didn't have the colours for this little bird and I ordered them later and added them later after I'd stitched all of this. And when I was securing the threads, I noticed one of them was a little snapped off in my needle when I threaded the needle. So I'm gonna pop that back in. So I did say I would show you what the back looks like with both techniques. And on the right side, the purple book and the kind of brown book, they were done with the snake method, taught to me by, or taught to us, Flosstube community, by Boss Daughter on Handwork Maniac's channel. And then the second one, the yellow book, and then the green tree and most of the zebra was done using the 20 by 30 grids, which was taught to me by Linda at 144 Hobbies. And of course, the snake method gives you a much neater back than the 20 by 30 blocks. But I still think that the difference is negligible enough that I don't mind. And also I think I'm saving a lot more thread. Like you can see here, I would be working my way backwards and forwards if there was like one here, one here, one here, one here. Whereas with this one, it's more of a, I don't know. I prefer doing it this way, so I'm going to keep doing it this way. That's my takeaway. So this was how far I was able to do last night, just 3 lengths of thread. Got the brown all finished up here, and then 2 different oranges. Can't actually tell very much that they're different oranges, which is obviously good for the shading. And so yeah, I'm just going to continue on today. It's Thursday, the 2nd of September, so I can't pinch or punch you today. And I also did about a strand, only a strand, into my Make Things Grow as well, because it's technically my focus piece. That wraps up the vlog. I just want to give you a quick update on my progress. It is now Sunday the 5th of September and I start my new job tomorrow, so I'm pretty nervous about it. Cross your fingers for me, leave me a comment wishing me luck, something like that. This is Beguiling Pumpkin, which was a gift from Linda, and I'm stitching it with my friend Miss T and Stitches, who is doing another Halloween themed meal kit. This is how far I got. And you can already see where the witch will go in front of the moon and where the house will start. So I'm really enjoying stitching this. I'm doing this the Stitching Mummy way, where you start with the first top left colour and work your way across the piece. So for example, you start here. Ooh, look how bad that looks. You start here and it's pink, so you start with the pinks. And you just go until your needle runs out of colour and then you go back to the top. Really enjoying that method because it gives you a lot of variety. Boom. Then my focus piece for the month is supposed to be Make Things Grow. This is another Mill Kit. It's a lot bigger. It is 100 by 100 stitches, full coverage with beads and backstitch and blends. And it comes out to about 7 inches by 7 inches. It is also on perforated paper. And this is how far I got during the week. Originally I was just working in the brown area where the dirt is, but I decided to swap to a hybrid Stitching Mummy method. So again, this time I decided that my goal would be to get this half of the inner picture finished this month, and then maybe start on the border. But because there's a lot of brown still to go, I decided to pick the top colour and finish that colour, or leave it parked because I need to do a video, and then do a length of brown and then go back to the top. And in that way, hopefully I will get a lot more motivation, because I was working in the brown, I noticed there were a couple of stitches missing in the sun and I went to fix those, and suddenly, you know, I did a bit of the carrot and I felt a lot more inspired to finish this piece. So that's where we are with that one. And now for the big bad, which I know you've all been waiting for. Amazing Animal Kingdom by Aimee Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm stitching this 1/1 on 32 count, and I'm stitching tent, and I took the Q-snap off so you could see how far I got. I'm really happy with this piece. I really enjoy working on it. I'm going to try and work on my other pieces as well, because obviously this is a big boy. when you think you're doing well and then you un-Q-snap it or move the Q-snap and you see how much fabric you have left to go. I mean, just look at the height of it, let alone the length. But you can't see the length because, of course, this is half. So yes, it's a lot of fabric and there's a lot more stitching to do, but it looks really good, so at least I have that going for me. All right, thank you for watching to the end of the video. I hope you have an amazing fortnight, and all things being well, I will see you at the end of the next 2 weeks. Bye!